let me ask you this now. Step 3 in your system is prioritize your to-do list.
Yeah.
Now, Lee, the time management system that you developed while managing the world's largest theme park, in attempting to not go crazy, that involved you prioritizing your to-do list. So we have a to-do list. We all make a list of all the things we need to do, but we need to prioritize them. So the first is urgent. The second is vital, and the third is important. So in your mind, what does urgent mean again?
Say you got 10 things to do today.
Yep.
You wrote them down, you put them in there, they're good things. You've
Yep.
done a good job of identifying them. 2 or 3 of those are urgent because maybe your boss said, I want this by 10 o'clock.
Okay.
You get in at 6 in the morning. That's urgent, 10 o'clock. It may not even be important to you.
Right.
It is urgent. Or your wife says, please call me by noon because I want to make this decision on buying these airline tickets. You got to do it. It's urgent. So you put an asterisk next to it. So you got 2 or 3, and then you decide which one you're going to do first. Urgent is it's been imposed by you, or it's been imposed by your boss, or your wife, or one of your people calls you and said, I need to hear from you by 10 o'clock this morning because I need to have an advance on my pay, and please call me right away. That's, it's urgent. So those are pretty simple. They're urgent because they're urgent.
Urgent's the most important.
Yeah, and I think about urgent as it needs to be done by a certain time. It's already been determined, or by sometime today it's got to get done. Can't wait till next week.
And vital's the second category, and that is stuff that needs to be done, but maybe not today.
The long-term things that you might spend 6 months, a year, 2 years on, but when you get finished, the outcome is really great.
Okay.
And it might even be your health. I tell people, quit looking at these ads about lose 5 pounds the first week. Lose 5 ounces.
Yeah.
5 ounces, 5 ounces a week. 250 ounces, 15 pounds a year. And then it sticks. And so you get the vital. I'm going to retrain it. I'm going to write a book. That's a vital. If you don't start on vital tasks, most people don't do the big things because they don't get started.
What's the difference between urgent and vital?
Vital, let's say I want to write a new book. It's vital that I get started. Because if you want to write a book, you got to write. So today all I'm going to do is one thing. I'm going to talk to a publisher about it. Or I'm going to think up a title in the chapter titles.
Okay.
That's all. And then next day I'm going to do this. Next day I'm going to do... to write a book, it's just, you do about 150 things over a year. There's nothing big in your life.
But urgent has to happen today,
right.
And vital's sort of like the next priority.
Right. It's big things in your life that you'll spend 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years.
Little progress.
But at the end, the payoff is big.
Now the third is important.
Those are routine things, You got to get your car in to have the oil changed. You got to get your air conditioner fixed for the summer's coming. You've got to get the scheduling done by Friday. It's Monday now. It's important. But
On a very practical level, you make a list of all the things you need to do, and you're going through and you're writing next to them. Is this urgent? Is this vital? Is this important? And if something is urgent, hell or high water, you've got to get it done today. And then vital is sort of that next level, and then the next level is important. Is that right?
Yeah.
Now,
and even urgent, you could call your boss and say, could I have a couple more days? And then you can make it not urgent. You could work on, you negotiate those. But they are what they are. They're in your planner. You're looking at them, and they're either urgent, they're vital, you got to do them. The big thing, if you're in a business and you say, it's vital that I retrain all my people.
Yeah.
That's going to take weeks and months. But when you finish that, your customers get better service, people are more productive, people have more security about their jobs. A big thing turns out to be a big payoff.
You've seen this. You've managed every kind of person. With 40,000 people, you've seen likes to show up late guy. You've seen super ambitious guy who gets everything done. You've seen likes to fight guy. You've seen dramatic lady. You've seen get her done lady. You've seen mom with chronically sick kids. What kind of things do you see that people start to do, the weird kind of stuff or unproductive things, when they don't take the time out to prioritize things like this?
Well, one thing they do is they get late on all their work. It's due Friday at 5, and they got 12 reasons why it can't get it done. They're not a high-value person. When you ask for somebody to take this on, they don't raise their hand because they're so stressed out from they are not very well organized. Low energy because they're not fit, so low energy. So you kind of close the door and wish the day would go by because you're unproductive because you drank 12 beers last night,
Well, what do you say to someone who...
I think in business, alcohol, drugs, it's a big time.
It's a big thing.
It's a big problem.
Do you think it affects about a quarter of the workforce? Or
no, I think.
You manage 40,000 people, so I'm asking you your opinion.
They say in business, 5% of your people are stealing from you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even higher. They're stealing 3 to 5% of your money or products. I would say 15% of people in the workforce are on antidepressants.
Really?
Half of them have a problem in their married life that.
Pretty big.
I always say in America, when I say, hey, Clay, how you doing? You say, great. Now, you may be true, but most people are lying.